getting used to the Whova website or app, either one of those. They both work well. I am recording so that we've got things ready to go. Okay. Okay. Jesse, you probably can't hear me. Okay. Okay. I think it's time to go ahead and get started. Thank you all for joining us for our 2020 conference. This is so exciting. I first of all want to thank you all. You all have done a tremendous job at showing up. We've had so many different changes as we've planned this conference. We looked forward to being in the at Camp Mac, and we had, of course, some changes with the pandemic. Everyone has been shifting and changing with that. But thank you for choosing to be here and trying something new this year. So hopefully we've got lots of ways to connect and still have some of those network vibes that we get with our conferences. And I've been going to the conferences for about 8 years or so, 7 or 8 years, go to most of them, not all of them, but I'm excited to be helping with this one as well. We've got a great team that's been helping with the conference aspects of this. I am Dr. Carla Gall, and one of the co-chairs of the event. And then we've also had Paul McAfee and Minnie Murdoch and Jesse Kreider and Jameson and Sarzniak, because I can't ever say his name right, and Krista Daniels and Darcy Zolman. So we've got a lot of help. And then the board also was very helpful with everything as well. So I do want to say thank you to our sponsors and just want to share, we've had some funding through the North American Association of Environmental Education, NAAE, and then NIPSCO, and then also Mary Lee Environmental Learning Center of Goshen College. All of this have contributed funds for this and have worked to make this happen. So we appreciate that. Okay, and then also just wanted to share a few things. A welcome message from Stephanie Shuck. She is the president of EEAI. And so I will go ahead and share this for us right now. And okay, here we go. We will make this available too if you want to watch it later, but excited to...
Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie Shook and I am the president of the Environmental Education Association of Indiana, and I'm here to welcome you to the EEAI Vision 2020 conference. This is our first virtual conference, and I'm so excited that you're all able to join us to learn and connect with all types of environmental educators across the state. I would like nothing more than to see all of your wonderful faces in person, but this has been a difficult year for that. So I'm thankful that we have such a wonderful and talented conference committee that can be able to pivot and still give us meaningful ways to connect this year. We've got an amazing lineup of sessions, workshops, field trips, and opportunities to network and connect. We have 2 outstanding keynote speakers this year. Please be sure to join us Friday night for David Sobel and Saturday night for Rachel Larimore. I can't wait to hear from them and to gain a little perspective of their knowledge and experience on educating children outdoors. We'll also be giving out awards to some very deserving individuals on Friday. Don't forget to tune in for the Talent Showcase on Friday night at 8:30. If you've been with us before, you know how much fun this event is every year, and Paul is hosting an extra special virtual talent show this year. New this year is Trivia Night during our virtual social hour, 8:30 on Saturday night with yours truly. We'll play some virtual trivia testing your knowledge on EEAI history, as well as Indiana natural history. We'll have some awesome prizes, including some EE Superheroes t-shirts and maybe a few other things. So be sure to join us then. During the conference, please remember to fill out the online evaluations after each session We also thank you for your patience as we navigate through our first ever virtual conference. If you're new to the organization, be sure to tune in to our new member session on Friday at 5:30 so that we can get to know you and answer any questions that you may have. If you're interested in getting more involved with EEAI, please let us know. We have many opportunities available. Some of them are serving on the board or serving on a conference committee, mentoring opportunities, EEAI projects, things like that. Thank you again for all you do to educate and connect Hoosiers to their natural environment. I'm extremely proud to be part of this organization, and I look forward to seeing you all in 2021.
Okay, so I think that is so great that Stephanie reminded us to be patient with the technology and all of those kinds of things. And we will get better at this as we go. We're admitting a lot of people into the session at the same time. I did also want to share, you probably have seen this, but it's just too good not to share. We called this Nature Play the Naturalist Way, but a group of naturalists, mostly from Indiana, and additional people did this as COVID was more in quarantine mode, which it seems like some places are getting back into again. But wanted to share this just to kind of remind ourselves of that playful nature of being naturalists. Thank you to all the people that made that possible. It's great to see so many great faces with that and that great natural. And it was a fun collaborative project to be able to do that. Okay, so okay. Now we can see everyone again. Oh, wow, this is kind of fun. Stephanie already went over some of the highlights of the agenda. I did also just kind of want to share a little bit of the Whova helps in things that are part of that that can be helpful. And yeah, I'll just go ahead and screen share a little bit of that. And Okay, so if you have the Whova app, okay, this is the right one. This is just the website version of it, and you should have received a link to that and all those kinds of things, but just the home just kind of gives the basic information about it. We've got the agenda with all the different things. Right now we're in Welcome to the Conference. You can go across the days and see the different aspects of that. And then you can look for the different strands. So we've got nature-based early childhood environmental education, that's the blue. And then we've got the K through 12 formal education, that's the green. And then we've got non-formal environmental education, that's the orange. And then administration, that's the yellow. And there are at least 2 sessions every day. And then we have some special sessions as well, such as a panel session around admin. And then we've got a new members welcome as well, and students welcome. And then we've got the awards and board election results. And as Stephanie mentioned, the keynote and all of those kinds of things. In the app, you can, and right here, you can add it to your agenda so that you know that it'll can make a specialized schedule just for you if you're logged into this. And then that also helps the people that are doing the session know a little bit about the participants may be coming and how many they may expect as well. You can also go through the attendees list. And I think this is great because we can go and look at the different people that are across the state. And for me, this is a little bit helpful with the in-person ones. I'm not always sure who I'm talking to, but in this, I can go and look at their profiles and get a little bit more information about them. And I've met Jessica online before, and so it's neat to see a little bit more about her organization and those kinds of things. And so you can go through, you can do a search at the top if that's helpful as well. And you can see them in different views, however you want to. If you haven't already put up like a picture or a little bit of information about yourself, I would encourage you to do that because that just makes it a little bit more personable for other people to be able to see those as well. We also have the community section in Whova as well. Of course, you need to be logged in for that, but you can see all of the announcements pretty easily in one spot. And then there are different meetups that people have put together, walk and talk tour. I think there have been maybe a coffee at one point, an Eagle Marsh outdoor hour, any of those kinds of things. We kind of just scheduled some time where hopefully people can get outside in the morning each day, but you're welcome to create your own meetup as well. So you could just go ahead and suggest a meet right here and say, do a virtual one if you want to do that, or do an in-person one if you can socially distance and things to stay safe that way. And that would be a fun way to meet other people in your area. And I know even within the Whova app on like my phone, it has suggested, oh, so-and-so is from Goshen as well. I'm up in Goshen, and gives me a suggestion of creating a meetup to go ahead and meet with other people in my area virtually or together. There is a questions thread right here. You're welcome to go ahead and use some questions. I've had a lot of questions via like the private messages and then through email, but you can use this in the community area as well. We've got places to share your moments. You know, people have been sharing pictures and seeing nature from around the state in different seasons. That's been kind of fun. An upside down narwhal, so someone's beautiful artwork. And so you can see different things there. We've got a lot of different discussion topics. Some of them are related to the sessions, like, so go to books. Taryn Hassler is gonna present about different books that may be helpful. And so people have been sharing some of the suggestions that they like. And please go ahead and share others that you have as well. Some new books, what kind of resources, what kind of music, share how you do environmental education. As we saw in the naturalist video, it looks different for so many people. And this is my kind of environmental education, building forts outside with kids. And that's what I enjoy doing a lot too. I do a lot with loose parts and nature play and just being outside kind of thing. What clothes you might wear to help, what gear, and even for the students and things, what kind of gear would be helpful for them. Podcasts and videos, conferences, job board, professional development, all kinds of different things. COVID solutions, I know we're all in the middle of that. So there's just many, many ways that you can connect with this and can communicate more with people in our community in this. You've got your messages right underneath that. There you can do question and answers. If you've got one of your sessions, you can go ahead and these are ones that I'm working with, and so I can see questions that people put in, which no one's done. You're welcome to, though, and you can also use the chat feature when you're in the sessions as well. You can see a video gallery of some of the things. So these are helpful things to understand some of these things. We'll try to add these videos that we have as well. After each session, there will be that session feedback. It should automatically pop up for you in the Whova app. You can see some different documents that these are more like connected to some of the sessions and things of that sort, and polls you can share. People have asked them for some of the things, and then you can see the different speakers and see what they're doing. And if you are a little interested in some of the things, you can see what sessions they're speaking at, and then their affiliation, a little more information about them, and a visual if that's helpful. And so we're glad to have so many speakers that have really pulled together to help create a quality experience with this, and our keynotes as well. So looking forward to Rachel Larimore and David Sobel as well as for those keynotes. And then there's just some help, some guides to help you. If you're not sure how to do something, there's an attendee guide here that can help you with that. So hopefully that is helpful for you. I did want to mention for one of the sessions, which I've heard rave reviews about, I'll go to the agenda. I believe it's on Sunday. There was a request for this one, Remember Our Identity with the Land. And Andrea and Ashley have asked us to identify 1 or 2 endangered or extinct species and the indigenous tribal land you currently occupy. And if you haven't done this already, to identify the indigenous tribal land that you are on, we each are on, I would encourage you to go ahead and look into that on Indigenous Day. That's not the right word, but October, early in October, there was a text number that you could just text your zip code to, and it would tell you whose land you were on. That was helpful for me just to understand the history of this space that I occupy and such. So then just wanted to give a thank you to everyone who has made this happen. And I'm gonna stop my sharing. Okay. Just everyone who's made this happen. We've had the committee that has done so much, the sponsors that made this financial available, and the fees help offset those costs with that as well. And then also just people who connect with other people. I'd send out, hey, I'm looking for someone that has these skills, and those people would network and share those with me as well. So thank you all so much for being here and spending your time to make this happen. And we're looking forward to this. If you do have questions, feel free to use that questions thread, and I will stay on here if you want to put a question in the chat or unmute yourself to share. And you might even just want to scroll through all of these names. I've got 2 full screens of people that have joined us just for a welcoming video here. And it's so great to see a lot of names that I know, and look forward to meeting a lot of people that I haven't met yet too. So if you've got any questions or want to say anything, you're welcome to either unmute or use the chat feature to go ahead and make that happen. Yes, it is fun to see everyone virtually, isn't it, Stephanie? So thank you for the note. And if people don't have anything, I encourage you to jump off this and get into that Whova app. Make sure you've got your schedule all lined up that you're looking forward to, and making sure that you're taking a breather between sessions and standing up or walking. It looks like some people may even just be taking this Zoom session out on a walk with them. That would be great too, as long as you've got that connection and things. So yeah. Thank you all for joining us, and we look forward to having you in the other sessions. The next sessions start in, let me see, I have to look at my things. at 2:15. So in about 45 minutes or so, 55 minutes. And so if you haven't had lunch, go ahead and grab that, and then we'll see you at some of these sessions. And just so that you know, sessions will start on time. We did push back the David Sobel just slightly to 7:15 to make sure we had enough time for the awards and board election results and such. And it's going to be a great night. Get your poetry ready and your songs for the EEAI Has Talent Showcase. It's going to be lots of fun. It's always something to look forward to. Thanks so much. I'll stay on for a couple minutes just in case anybody had any other questions, and then we'll let you all go. Okay, so Phelan asked, I was starting to type it out and I'm like, oh, I'm still here, I can talk. A link to the recording will be sent out. It will just be on the agenda where you find the Zoom link, just right underneath that. My husband is uploading those. So after it's recorded, he'll probably spend the evening uploading those to YouTube, and we'll have a private link for those that is available in the agenda on Huda. So hope that helps. And it shouldn't be too long. And those are available for a whole year. So you should be able to see them at your leisure. Okay. And I did also want to mention, I know a lot of people are still here, field trips. I know that's not going to work for everyone, but there are great field trips, and Krista Daniels has done a great job creating these field trips for us. We have canceled the Boot Lake one just to low participation, but there is still room in the other field trips if you would like to join up for those. On the Whova app, go to Sunday afternoon, or you can look at it on the EEAI website to find some of that information as well. So yeah, I think they look lots of fun. I wish I could go attend some, and I appreciate all the work that's happened for that. You see Krista's dog. It's fun. It's always neat to see people in their kind of element kind of thing. So, and my watch is going off. Like Whova sends me updates to my watch or my phone, and I'm getting zoom, like all kinds of updates with that. So it's kind of neat to real time see all the things that are happening. And I know as a participant, I'm usually the one in the background, like sending these notes back and forth as part of that, and in the chat, all of those things too. So.
Carla, it sounds like you can see other people's videos home or their cameras. How'd you do that? Because I can't.
Okay, so on your Zoom, and you're on your computer, right? There should be a view up in the upper right-hand corner, and you should be able to change the view there. There's speaker or gallery, and that should be able to help you change some of those.
That's not showing up on our screens.
You don't see it on your screens. Oh,
no.
Okay.
No, I use Zoom all the time, and I know what you're talking about, but it's not there.
Okay. You know what? I will look through so you can just see me, nobody else?
Yes, right.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know. I'll look at my settings to see what we can do about that. And with some of them, that's helpful to only be able to see the speaker, but others where we
Right.
want to, like the talent show tonight and things like that, we want everyone to be able to see each other. So
Yeah.
Zoom settings for seeing people.
Am I visible to you now? I just enabled my camera.
Yeah. Mhm. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Can anyone else
Just
see
while you're
Sam?
talking,
Can anyone else see Sam?
I just saw a glimpse of him. Popped up
Oh,
and then went away.
I see you, Krista.
Oh,
yeah,
now
it's
I
only
see
when
you.
you're talking, Rebel.
Yeah, I'm apparently
okay.
it's locked in speaker mode.
Oh, okay. I will check the settings and see what I can do to make that happen. Because it's nice to be able to scroll through all the people and stuff like that. And I
Mhm.
might leave it like this for the keynote speaker tonight, and just for logistics and things, but then we want people to be able to see each other for the other ones. So thank you for the feedback and information and such on that. And the question, Paul. So. Okay, so Clint said, so if we all talk at the same time, can we see everyone at the same time? LOL. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, talk. Ah!
I don't think that will work. No, I think it will lock in on one speaker.
I know. I think I was just being silly, but as Clint was as well.
But I'm sure we all had something very important to say.
I know. Well, we have such a collective of so many powerful and knowledgeable people that have such a great skill set within the conference. You know, I think that sometimes I learn more from other people that I just meet informally than some of the sessions, and that's why we're trying to do as many ways to connect as we can. And I think that being able to see people, Sam, will be helpful for that as well. So. Well, thank you all. If anybody else has any other questions or anything like that, like I mentioned, you can use that questions thread in the let's see, in the Whova website or app, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can, and looking forward to it. That's your virtual, oh, that's outside your skill set, but you can fish much better than I can. And you can teach people to fish much better than I can. So yeah, we've all got our skills, and it's great that everyone has different skills to complement each other. So thank you all. We'll see you in the sessions that start at 2:15. Bye.
Bye.